I'm the Las Vegas Cowgirl, and I was actually, me and all my different volunteer groups sitting there talking to Lance Montalto.
You got it.
I did it right?
Montalto, yeah.
Montalto, yeah. Not only is he funny, I found out a lot about him. What a good person he is. I love charity, and I talked to him about how I'm doing a radio show about charity. And sitting there talking to him, amazingly, he does more charity than me.
I do a ton of charities, yes. That means you do it for free and the checks don't clear.
That's amazing. What a good person you are. See? It's good for people to know.
Actually, as a comedian, that's what I do. I've been donating a portion of everything I make my whole life to charities.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you for doing that.
Oh, it's fun. It's just a lot of, It actually it makes you feel better as a human being afterwards. Sometimes I'll have them give you a check, and then you donate the check to them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That makes it even nicer.
Yeah, because then you can write it off.
And you can touch it before it goes.
I'll see you. Thank you.
I would want to touch it. Ooh, it was nice.
I've done it my whole life. Because even when my son was my son is now a youth minister. That's what he does.
Wow.
Yes,
wow.
in North Carolina.
See, it proves there still are great people in
the
world.
But it started years ago when going through a divorce, I'd get him every second year for Christmas. But during that Christmas, when he was with his mom, who was from a very wealthy family, he'd have stacks and stacks of Christmas presents, But when he was with me, I'd always get him what he wanted. But on Christmas Day, he couldn't open his gifts until we went to the hospital and gave kids gifts to the sick children. That way, he learned the reality of the real stuff.
Wow, that's great.
We've always done that, yeah.
Yeah, and that really shows that there still is good people in the world. You see a lot in the media, but you don't get to see all this, and that's what I'm trying to do with my show, is show people that the world's great, and I'm glad to be in the world with people like Lance.
Are you from this area? Where are you from originally?
Oh, originally Michigan, but I fell in love with Las Vegas, so I took the name, the Las Vegas Cowgirl. I inherited it, love it. Love Vegas.
I used to work Detroit and all that area.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I used to work all the comedy clubs around the country, but I used to work Chaplin's in Detroit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
What do you have coming up? Any charities that you're going to be doing?
I'm doing a golf tournament. The apartment complex where I live,
okay,
Madeira, is doing a golf tournament. I think it's the first week of May, and all the money's donated to charity. So I was paying my rent one day, and she says, "Do you know any comics who can do charity for the golf?" I said, "I'll set it up for you. I'll get you a couple of comics." So now what we're going to do is we're going to run the little the putting contest and cut up and tell jokes while they do the putting contest. And then that night after the tournament, when they give away the awards, we do a little stand-up, and then they give away the awards and entertain.
Oh, that's great.
I do a lot of tournaments like that. Did it for a long time, yeah.
Where should we look to find out when it is?
I'll have to find out. They just called me like last week. I don't have the exact date on it yet, but I know it's the first week. I think it's May 13th.
Wow.
I don't even know where the golf course is yet.
Oh, but
I just made phone calls last week to find out what comics would like to do it with me.
That's great. I appreciate that you're doing that for the community. Everybody.
Yeah, I don't even know what charity it goes to as of yet. It's just all within the past week I found out.
But you're such a good person that you just said,
I said, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's great.
Just give me a free round of golf. That's it.
If I have a charity and I need you, I'll find some golf for you.
No, just let me know.
Okay.
Just let me know if there's a charity, and if I'm not working or I could set something else, I'll help you.
Oh, that's great.
What is your charities that you deal with here?
Well, basically, here, what we're doing is trying to let the public know what's out there, here in Vegas.
All right.
And in case people are interested in how they can help, because a lot of times there's charity out there, but connecting other people that want to volunteer and what the community can do to help these charity.
What is the one charity on Monday nights where you guys?
Are you talking about Serving Hope?
Serving Hope. That's a great That's a
Yeah,
great,
it's a great organization. We all get together and go down and feed the homeless, give them clothing, hygiene products, stuff like that.
That's
So,
right. Yeah. I spoke to him about 2 weeks ago, but I was leaving, and I didn't know the whole concept of it. I said I was going to come out and help him feed and everything. He goes, but you have to donate what you're going to give away. And I went, okay. So give me a week or two. I'll throw stuff together, and then I'll go on a Monday and do it. I didn't realize the whole concept of it. It's a great concept.
Yeah, we did it last Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So all the food that's brought out is brought by the people that are serving the
Yes.
food.
Yeah.
Yes.
All the clothes that are given away are brought by the people that are giving their clothes away.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's good because then they can see that it's actually getting where it needs to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go steal clothes from people just
Just to give them away. Yeah.
Excuse me, you're not wearing that jacket, are you?
That jacket looks familiar.
Wait, look, that guy on the street has my jacket on. Lance. Yeah, so, the different charities that we Project 150, which we were interested to learn about, and what they want me to do is come in and take video and learn because they do so much.
Right.
But basically, the Project 150 works with high school kids, and what they want to do is make sure they graduate.
Right.
So, and a lot of them are homeless, or they don't have clothes, they have food for them, and they just make sure that they can do everything they can do to help them get to their graduation.
My son does it now. My son's been to Ethiopia to help kids with AIDS.
Wow.
He's been 3 or 4 times to Mexico to build houses for the homeless.
Wow.
And he lives in North Carolina. He's a youth minister, just a good kid.
That's great.
I had the luck of the draw when it came to kids.
Yeah, it's because you're so good. Really.
I hope. I wish.
Yeah, we need more of that in the
He doesn't know the
community.
other part of me.
We need more people out there.
I'm just making up for the stuff that happened years ago.
Right. It's like, oh, crap, I got to read a little bit of redemption here or something.
No. What I did is when I first went through a divorce years ago, the first Christmas that I did not have my son was the same year that the Oklahoma City bombing happened.
Wow.
So I was sitting at home, and I noticed that there was a woman. I was watching the news. Her name was Dana Bradley. Dana Bradley was caught in the building. She was in the Social Security office or something like that, or the welfare office, whatever it is. And she was caught in the building. You may remember the story. She's the girl that lost her 2 children, her mom, her grandmother, and she was trapped in. And the only way they could get her out is to cut her leg off, to pull her out with no anesthetic. And pull
Wow.
her. So when I saw that story, for a full year or 8 months, I used to sell T-shirts on the road after my show. So the shirts would cost me like $5 to make, but I'd sell them for $15.
Wow.
So what I did was, every time I sold a shirt, I'd take $5, put it back to buy more shirts, $5 in the account for my son's college, and then $5 for Dana. And at the end of the year, I brought her like about $11,000 or something.
Wow.
Yeah. That was my Christmas. I flew to Oklahoma City and gave it to her and surprised her.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
That was my
great.
first Christmas without my kids, so that's what I did. Yeah.
Wow.
Totally cool.
Yeah, see, there is good people in the world and positivity.
And you happen to find one. Look at that.
Yeah.
Sitting right out.
And I was sitting in there.
right there.
I didn't even know he was going to be on
Talking
the show.
to him about another show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Talking about comedy, and then what do? I do charity radio.
You know, a lot of entertainers and comics do that constantly. We're always asked to do charities and things like that. You know, there's a guy in Vegas right now, Don Barnhart, that sets up tours to Afghanistan, Iraq, and all that. He's done it 20 times.
Wow.
And he sets up all these. He's a very interesting guy you should talk to.
I will.
He does a lot of, he lived in the streets of Vegas.
He was homeless,
He was homeless.
and now he's a comedian.
Now he's a comedian.
Oh,
he does.
that would
He
be
sets up the
awesome.
tours. He was not Vietnam, but he was a vet, I think, from a Desert Storm.
Wow.
And when he first moved back, his life went to shambles, and he was living in the streets.
Yeah, he would
Pulled
be
himself up out of his bootstraps. And his dad Ask him what his dad did. His father was a director for like Laverne and Shirley and all those old shows from the old days. He's done a ton of shows.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That, to go through all that and to help out, everybody in the community after everything you've been through.
It all pays back in the long run. Mm-hmm.
I agree. So that's what I'm doing with my show is teaching people about what's out there and having the different programs come in and explain to the community on what they could do to help. If it's to volunteer.
That's great because a lot of people would like to do it, but they don't know how.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And a lot of them I'm learning too, which is fun for me.
That's why my doctor just gave me a list of the foods that I should eat that I don't know about.
Is pizza on the list?
No, pizza's history.
Pizza's history.
It's either pizza or insulin.
No insulin.
Yeah, I'll stick away from the pizza.
Do you want to tell the story about what happened?
No, it's just I'm on the road so much, and I just hadn't had a good diet. And then at my age, blood tests and everything, he said that I'm on the stage of like type 2 diabetes, but it can be fixed with diet and exercise. So he's giving me 4 months to eat the right and pull away from that, or go to the medications.
Yeah, that's great though that you're following the diet and you're
trying.
Proactive.
I just made a little list of stuff to buy at the store now. And you know what it is? It's not what you eat, it's how much of it you eat.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They look at me and they go, 3/4 of a cup of fresh pineapple. No, I'll eat the whole pineapple. That's for munchkins.
So what are you going to do to keep yourself busy while you're starving yourself?
Well, tomorrow I'm going to go hike Red Rock just to get some exercise and drink some of that alkaline water or coconut water. That's good for energy, whatever.
Is there any charity event other event that you did that you really enjoyed that you thought was a really good charity?
For like 3 or 4 years, I did the Toys for Tots golf tournaments in Yorba Linda Country Club in California. And that was hosted by, what's his name? Used to be on Cheers. Played the psychiatrist. Frazier. Whoever played Frazier. What was his name? Kelsey Grammer. It was the Kelsey Grammer Toys for Tots golf tournament. I did it for like 3 or 4 years.
Oh, wow.
Until he ended it. But for years I did it, a long time. Yeah.
And it was fun?
Oh, it's a blast. Yeah, because then you have, what happened was, what's very funny is that people pay to be with a celebrity. So if there's a foursome, 3 people pay to be with you. So at the time I was writing for TV. I was writing for Steve Harvey. And I go in as one of the celebrities. So I'm sitting there, and these 3 guys paid, and they don't know who I am. And they go, so who's our celebrity? I went, it's me. And then they look at me and they go, what do you do? So I lied to them, and I went, I'm Bob Hope's son.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
So then I'd be like doing the show and I'd be at the tee, we're getting ready to tee off, and the guys would say, so I don't guess you got to see your dad that much during Christmas. So then that night, I showed them who I really was. And then they went, oh. But you know what these guys did for a living? This was kind of weird. Mm-hmm. They drove the 18-wheeler trucks that bring all of the movie equipment to sets, and they were playing golf. Truck drivers don't do anything because they're union. Mm-hmm. When you're out on location and other people unload their truck, they sit there all day. So they were getting paid on a on-location movie set where they left the truck and they went and they played the golf tournament. And at 5 o'clock, they go, we can't stay for tonight, but we got to go because we're still on the set.
We have to go back to work now. That's a great deal. They got to come and play golf, and
They played golf and got paid with their union contract.
they got. That's perfect. That's perfect.
But in those tournaments, you have 18 holes. You got 2 teams of each hole, so that's 36 times 4 people playing. So you have 36 entertainers and comedians.
Oh, wow.
You know, like Joe Pesci would be there, you know, and all these movie stars and all that, and then they'd have comics and all that stuff. So Joe Pesci's on like hole number 9, and then me. The police in Los Angeles do a tournament too for charity. And you know who does a great charity tournament in Arizona is Alice Cooper. Great golf tournament.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And I've heard he's been doing that for years.
He's done it for years and years, and he gets so mad when he doesn't win because he's a really good golfer.
People
He's a
wouldn't know that
scratch
about
golfer.
Alice Cooper, but yeah, I heard he's a great golfer.
He's a scratch golfer, and he's very competitive. Yeah.
What other shows do you have coming up?
I just finished Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Great club. It's called the Comedy Cabana. And then I work X-Comedy here at the Flamingo.
Okay.
I'll occasionally do, my agent just called today, and he's trying to set up the Laugh Factory again in the Tropicana.
Okay.
Then the X-Comedy people are great because they not only have X-Comedy, they have X-Burlesque, X-Country, and X-Rock.
Oh, wow.
One's at the Rio, one's at Bally's, one's at Harris. No, I'm sorry. One's at Harris, one's at the Rio, and the Flamingo.
Oh, wow.
But they send a comic in, and the burlesque dance is going in. The comic goes in the middle and does 20 minutes, and then closes the show. And I'll see it for the girls. So club-wise, that's what it is. And then they have another club that they just opened up in the Venetian that I did 2 weeks ago.
How'd you like that?
That was a blast. It was nice.
I love the
Really
Venetian.
nice, yeah.
Did you ride the gondolas?
No.
You haven't done that yet?
No, I haven't done it yet. One of my friends is what is it? Not food and beverage manager. He's housing. What is it? Head of housekeeping and everything, and handles 5,200 rooms
Oh, wow.
of the Palazzo and the Venetian.
Wow. It's beautiful in there.
Oh, it's amazing. It's great. I was actually in a little restaurant bar. It's called the Rock House.
Oh, okay.
In there. So they do a comedy night on, I think it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's pretty new.
Yeah.
But mostly it's the stand-up. And then occasionally I'll work in and help out in the Lindy Studios, the motion picture production studio here,
Oh, that's great.
as a writer or cameraman or in production stuff. Good people.
Or jumping on a show.
I jump in on a show, yeah.
See what happens when you walk in the door of the studio and you say, oh, yeah, I've done a lot of charity.
In fact, I can't stay that late. I have to go run to the bank and open an account. Put both of those dollars in there.
But I'm really glad that you came on, and I'm glad for you to tell me about all your different charity
Oh, it's
work.
great, yeah.
It's exciting.
I'll try to send some people your way there because Don Barnhart would be a good guy to,
Okay.
because he's got stories about his years and years working with the troops in, Afghanistan, Iraq, and everywhere. He just got back from Afghanistan last month.
Wow.
About 3 weeks ago, actually.
Wow. 3
They
weeks
had a
ago?
tour, yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun.
My name's on the list to go up on the next tour or the tour after or something.
Have you
like
done
that.
it before?
No. But I
Right,
would
is
do.
it
I would do it
scary?
in a second.
You're not scared?
There's one guy I met on a cruise ship one time. He's out of Biloxi, Mississippi. He handles all the supplies that go back and forth. He goes, if I could set it up and you want to do it, I'll throw you on the supply ship. You go, you do it for free, you entertain them, and then you come back on the next ship coming back.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
fun. And then you get to go see the area. I heard it's beautiful there, but, scary.
It is pretty scary though.
Yeah.
You know, you have to wear flak suits and everything
Even when you're on stage?
all the time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then you have guards that follow you with weapons and guns and throw you to the ground if something happens.
Do they have girl guards that do that? Because if it is, I'm going.
Yeah. I'm signing up tomorrow.
Everybody's on their way. See why it's good to have these conversations? Everybody knows where to go.
Well, I'm glad I was on. This has been a lot of fun. I was just sitting in the lobby and look where I am now. Look.
Yeah. He asked me what my show was about. Charity. He said he's done charity. I said,
See,
come on in.
this show is actually charity. I did this show for charity.
Yeah. See how wonderful he is. And I'm grateful to have Lance on the show, and I'm grateful that you do all this for the community.
Oh, thanks for having me.
We need
Thanks for
you.
having
We
me.
need you in the community.
Yeah,
And
it's a good idea. I'll send you some people.
And I want to thank you for everything you've done for everybody that hasn't had the ability to thank you because they don't know where it comes from.
I never.
Yeah, but you deserve to be thanked. Everybody, I want to thank everybody that does it. I think it's great.
I'm so happy that my kid's doing it now, though.
Yeah, that is.
Because that makes a big difference.
Yeah,
you know?
that's great. And he learned it from you, so.
And I'm glad of that too.
That's great.
Better than counting those Christmas presents. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. Las Vegas Cowgirl.